I want to see where Rastamouse is coming from. Where were you born?
Born in San Fernando, Trinidad.
You hear that? San Fernando. How many of you have been to Trinidad? How many of you want to go with Michael to Trinidad? Hey man, come, you see how the hands go? I like that. Michael's Island is 100 miles from mine, Grenada, and Jamaica, that most of the characters are based on, is 1,200 miles away. Go for Lady Genevieve now. Genevieve, my dear, where were you born?
I was actually born in Watford, but I grew up in Kent.
Were you a naughty boy at school?
I wasn't naughty. I was a joker.
You were?
I used to joke around because I had a lot of energy.
How did you all start this?
What actually happened was that there was a little poem. Michael had been teaching swimming, and he uses rhyme when he teaches swimming, and also was writing a lot of poetry down. He'd left a book of poems at my house, and I found this one about a little mouse, and I ended up doing a drawing that was inspired by the poem.
Oh.
And then I've worked in publishing for like 20 years.
Oh.
And been writing my own stuff and illustrating, and I then showed this character to Michael, and we both just realised we'd got something special.
How many people have the drawings that they do at school and keep them? You have them? Good. Have you signed the bottom of them with your name? You have? It's called intellectual copyright. You have to know about it, you know. So you've got the poem, you've got the sketch, and now the hunting to really take its places. Yeah. Take us through that, please.
Well, what happened after I saw, Genevieve called me over and said to me, come on, I want to show you something to show you. So I went over and I saw the little Rastamouse character. And at first we just thought, oh, that's brilliant, because I didn't have a vision of it at all. And when I saw it, I thought, oh, that's brilliant. And between us, we decided, well, look, initially we thought we'd do a very simple book. An initial idea, which was the crucial plan. It was a simple idea, but at first it was a bit complicated because we were trying to think of getting from milk to cheese and this and that. But then we simplified it and said, look, you know, we'll just deal very simply. There's a crime. The crime is detected. What would be a crime in Mouseland? Cheese. And that'll be it.
What is fantastic about the process with the Rastamouse books is that we're a good team.
How negative has the press been with you, or the pundits, or people who don't understand what you're after?
I think the press, as far as the press are concerned, they've just got papers to sell. Because there was nothing to it. It wasn't anything really grounded in it. There was nothing there. There was no basis for fact or anything there. We didn't really take it too serious. It was just a bit annoying at times. It just goes on. It's a bit boring.
But also, I think it did work massively in our favour because it just made a lot more people aware of Rastamouse.
In school, when I was going to school, I was told learn to speak English before Patois. At home, I was told that as well. Why? Because there's a time and a place for everything.
How much of this language thing has people questioned you about? How much of it?
Well, not a massive amount, to be honest with you. Okay. Just the few little initial complaints that people said they don't want their child speaking like this and speaking like that. But it hasn't really been a general complaint, the language at all.
I want, Genevieve, any part for you?
Well, I mean, when I have been asked that question, it's I feel so strongly that it's such a warm, kind of inviting language and dialect that, you know, I can't see anything negative in it.
This tune is sounding crucial.
This tune is sounding crucial.
But something missing from the mix.
But something missing from the mix.
As they start to play it back, this is what they hear, an emergency transmission through the radio, loud and clear.
Rastamouse, come in, come in.
Rastamouse, come in, come in.
Are you reading me?
Are you reading me?
Message from President Willesden Green.
Message from President Willesden.
Come.
Come.
Immediately.
Immediately.
Yeah, man.
song. You know that?
We know that.
It wasn't stiff.
It wasn't stiff.
And it wasn't plastic.
And it wasn't plastic.
Thank you very much. Nice. Name bag of tea.
The name bag of tea.
Bag of trouble double G.
Bag of trouble double G.
This rapping thing.
This rapping thing.
Is right for me.
Is right for me.
These things